Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zain, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. If you want to order any of my services, you can check the description box as well as the comments section for two links. One for my website where you can order my products. I have 6 different decks, miniature altars. I have the spiritual wash, the spiritual cleanse that I've recently added. I also have my book, and I have the ancestors money. You can also use the other link to book your personal reading one-on-one over the phone. You can ask as many questions as you like. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, or 1-hour sessions. 30-minute sessions are on a special, limited time special. So make sure you get in on that. Let's jump right in, y'all. I also want to say thank you for your patience out there. For those of you who did schedule a reading and I had to reschedule you or ask you to go in and reschedule yourself. I currently have an issue going on with my tooth. These damn dentists gave me a fill-in, but apparently they didn't fill it in all the way. So there's a, small hole inside of the fill-in that's been causing food and things to get caught. And so it's been causing a lot of irritation. And so that just kicked off, the last couple of days. And so sleep hasn't been as well. And until I can get back in there to have them fix that issue, I'm just kind of holding off a little bit on doing the readings. I do have a few of them where you can schedule slots, but I'm just going to be kind of, giving myself necessary breaks in between. So I've had a few good people tell me to get some cloves. I don't know why the hell it's so hard to find some cloves out here at the grocery store. But otherwise, that's what I wanted to say, y'all. I appreciate your patience, okay? Let's jump right in. I'm going to start off with my Declare and Decree deck. Of course, if you want to order this deck, you can get it off of my website. So let's see. What do you need to clear from your energy at this time? Okay. All demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You can screenshot that, write it on paper, and burn it. So low vibrational demonic forces that's trying to disrupt your energy. Y'all already know what to do, okay? Burn and release that. Give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team for helping you to clear it, okay? So let's see. I don't know why it looked like this. Okay. So, universe, source, infinite, unending. Okay. Many of you are very, very much so connected with divine, with the Most High Mother and Father, with the universe. I feel like, there's a lot of transformations that's happening in your life right now that's drawing you closer and closer. Regardless of what might be happening in your personal circumstances, I feel like your energy is very high and you know how to replenish your energy even if you feel drained. So you have the card of eyeglasses. Okay, so we have the number 7 coming out twice back to back, 7-7. So some of you all might be life path 7s, or you could be seeing the number 777. The number 7 deals with spirituality. So you could be called to assess some things, do some more research, study some things, analyze. Take a closer look at something here. Enhance your awareness. That's what that's all about. That's Taurus energy there. We have Scorpio in the first card. So then I have the water carrier, humanitarian, generosity. Okay, Aquarius energy, alleviate suffering, caring for others. So many of you, you're being called to really tap in because a large part of your purpose deals with guiding others, caring for others. Peace rose, harmony, resilience, renewal after hardship. So if you find that you've been going through a lot of changes, things are definitely transforming in your favor. I feel like it's because you've been so much of a humanitarian, because you've helped so many people. Things are balancing out for you here. Now you have the censorship. No, book burning is speaking on censorship, silencing, rewriting history, changing the narrative. I feel like y'all are really opening people's eyes here. I feel like many of you have a calling where you even if, let's just say, you're reading the same text as someone else, you just have a different way of interpreting information, processing information. The way that the message is given to you is far different than how it is given to the next person. And so the way that you um, evaluate things is actually enhancing others' wisdom. It's helping people to see things from a totally different perspective. So you have a divine calling here, a very powerful gift. This says sunrise, happy, new beginning, obstacles overcome. So yeah, I feel like even this information that you're obtaining is not just for others, but you're also using it for yourself. And it's helping you to overcome specific obstacles here. So we have the urn. This is talking about dismantling something, a change of state, putting something to rest. Okay. I feel like that's that past energy, the past energy, the obstacles that you were dealing with, they're being put to rest here. So then I have the stalemate, standoff, refusing to compromise. I feel like y'all are putting this to rest too. If somebody refuses to align with you or refuses to compromise with you, you're not going back and forth with people anymore. This is divine intervention. Your spiritual team is not going to allow you to do that, because that does nothing but cause, like it says, a stalemate. And then it postpones a lot of the gifts that you are supposed to be receiving here. So you're not going to be at a standoff with people anymore. So I have the number, let me see, the number 7 here again, because this is a 16. So 777. Let me see. I'm going to pull from a different deck. This is my Diary of Spiritual Black Sheep. If you want to order this deck, you can always get it off of my website. So then I have here, you may have suppressed your spiritual beliefs due to conditioning and fear of being different. This desire to fit in kept you bound from expressing the fierce spiritual nature within. To avoid loneliness, you remain bound to people, places, and things of the past. This pattern suppressed and dimmed your light. Now you say no more and allow the world to see the many layers of you. So yeah, I mean, this is a strong indicator based on this message, even with the book burning. You're getting rid of old narratives, okay? Things that you were taught in the past. You're starting to realize that now it's time for the next level up. And some of these things you've been able to use to align yourself. But in a lot of ways, a lot of these things, it's like, okay, you're ready to do away with it because it's no longer serving you. The things that you are being called to keep, you're being called to look at it from a different angle, use a different measure of interpretation. And so now, if you've been suppressing your beliefs due to conditioning and fear, I feel like you're pretty certain, you're pretty sure of yourself and your position with the Sun card here, because you see things very, very clearly. And so now you're ready to align with your purpose here. This says you may not be clear about why certain things have been removed from your life, but you will soon see. This was a destined change to move towards something more emotionally fulfilling. Work on awakening your creative gifts and keep moving forward. Soon you will appreciate the winds of change and the power of destructive energy. So that's in alignment with those things that are being put to rest in your life. Whatever doesn't serve you anymore, I feel like you're coming out of that space of questioning it, though. I feel like you're starting to embrace it and accepting that this is all a part of the journey to align you with those things that you've been hoping for. So, let me see. 3 of Wands is here. This is in the reverse. 6 of Swords in the reverse. The Hierophant. 9 of Swords in the reverse. Something is trying to pull you back towards your old way of believing and thinking, okay? There's this energy. I don't know if it's a person or if it's your own internal your own internal, your ego that's trying to pull you back towards a old belief system that's no longer serving you. But something, whatever that is it will create a stuck energy. So you just want to be mindful of those things that you've been taught or conditioned to believe so that it doesn't prevent you from, yeah, see the 5 of Cups. It's like focusing in on those things that no longer work for you. It's like spilled cups now. It's not fulfilling. It's not in alignment with you anymore. Queen of Cups. See, that's you listening to your intuition and aligning with something that reaches you on a deeper level. Okay. So you're being called to move forward, press forward. And those people who don't accept the path that you're on, you're also being called to give them space. Create healthy boundaries around yourself and your path so that other people's fears of exploration doesn't cause you to hold yourself back. This is your destiny. You're destined to move into a different direction. Change is inevitable. So you may have to leave some people out in the cold. And a lot of them are finding, because they're outside of a church here, but still very, very cold. You may have to leave them to discover their own path and to recognize that something may not be working for them anymore either. But misery loves company, and a lot of times when people fear stepping out of their comfort zone, they want you to also be in that same energy, afraid, okay, of stepping out of yours. But this is your destiny. See, somebody is very jealous of the path that you've been called to take. You got to leave that person in the past. Page of Wands in the reverse. Very negative energy here. Yeah, see, you're being called to go into hermit mode. Whoever is still carrying this bitter energy that still wants to be, caught up in just false narratives, like it's not even real. It's a whole lot of just performances, okay? Performances. And I feel like, somebody is very jealous that you are bold enough to take this path and to do it alone if necessary. But you're acquiring a lot of wisdom on this pathway. And like I said, it's really giving you the ability to read beyond the typical way of reading. And it's also giving you the strength to burn away those things that just don't serve you anymore. So things are changing. 7 of Cups in a reverse. You're not confused. The Strength card in a reverse, but it will require a certain level of strength. If you don't feel courageous enough to take this lead, to take this pathway because of family dynamics, because of fear of doing this alone, then you definitely want to do some burning and releasing and talk to your spiritual team about assisting you in clearing out those fears, because there's a lack of teamwork. There's a lack of collaboration. There's disharmony amongst some people here because you're not on the same page anymore. You're growing, you're changing. Many of them are staying the same. The Lovers coming out in the reverse. It could also be romantic connections, friendships, where y'all are just outgrowing one another. You're outgrowing those relationships. You're being called to move into a different direction. So you want to follow that. Knight of Wands. Take action. Take passionate action towards your goals here. 4 of Wands in a reverse. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, in some cases, a lot of people will be afraid to take this new journey because they're afraid of losing their security, okay? Afraid that others won't accept them or they won't have as much. But just consider that the Most High Mother and Father is not going to fail you. When there's a divine calling for you, you're going to have everything that you need. But I feel like there might be some scarcity mindset or lack mentality that needs to be cleared here. 2 of Swords, because otherwise you remain at this crossroads and you're not going to take action, even if there's a calling that you might have as the water carrier, the one who is here to help guide others and to inspire others, the humanitarian. Queen of Swords. Yeah, because you possess a lot of wisdom here. And there are people who the door is opening for them, but they need more clarity. They need more understanding. But also consider, you don't want to lead a horse to the water if it don't want to drink. Okay? I feel like a lot of these beings, you're trying to get the wrong people to understand your message or to understand the truth that's being imparted within you. They're just sitting on it. It's like casting pearls before swine. You don't want to keep on trying to get people to come through so that they can hear your wisdom and understand where you're coming from. It's like you're beating a dead horse. Just let them go. You have to, put that to rest and share your wisdom elsewhere. Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Create healthy boundaries. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Wow, with the moon. Somebody doesn't have genuine intentions here. And I feel like you'll be able to discern that. But here's the King of Cups. I feel like you just have a very loving heart. King of Swords. The Empress. So you will have someone here who is on the same page as you in terms of understanding and being able to really explore different things on higher levels. You'll be able to have those type of conversations with this particular person. So things are going to move forward for you in a very positive way. So let me see here. I'm going to take a message from my book because I was going to make this very short, y'all. I'm still so tired. I haven't been getting enough sleep. And I'm not one to like to take pain medicine. I do not like taking any type of medicine. That's not natural, of course. But with a toothache, that's just not a pain that you want to feel at all. So I'm going to take me a little nap. That's what I'm going to do. So let me see. I'll take a message. I might just read message 7 since the number 7 came out so much. So let's see. What does message 7 say? You can order this book off of my website. It's called Guided Light. It's a book full of channel messages. It's not meant for you to read it from front to back. It's meant for you to open it up and turn to whatever page you feel guided to turn to. In the back, there's 56 random messages. So if there's a specific number that stands out for you, you can always turn to that number and you'll get the message that you need. So you can get this off my website. So this says patience is a valuable quality. Although it might feel like growth is slow, use this waiting period to maintain positive energy and create loving memories. Keep your vision clear as divine timing is working to manifest your desires. At the same time, let go of anything or anyone that weighs you down. Avoid clinging to situations out of fear of abandonment or loneliness. Instead, step back and allow any unstable foundations to fall away. Embrace solitude as an opportunity to calm your fears and focus on thriving, so you'll be ready for the blessings. So you'll be ready to welcome blessings when they come. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.